Welcome back to another episode of My Gear. My name is Kenneth Kill, and today we're going to take a look at this shred machine right here. This is the Schecter KM7. This is the KM7 MKIII Hybrid in white. Snowblind is actually the name of this color. This is the Snowblind colorway for this guitar. It has a maple fretboard, which is why I bought it. This is the most expensive guitar I own. As always, there will be an affiliate link in the description if you want to pick up one of these or something else. In this video, we're going to talk about how I came across this guitar, then we're going to go over the spec, and then we'll do a little playthrough on some different sounds. We'll do a heavy tone, a bluesy tone, and a clean tone. We're going to check this baby out. So this guitar, I kind of bought on a whim. It's a blemish model. There's some kind of like rough finishing to the binding, like nothing that affects playability at all, as is with most of my blemish guitars, but I definitely kind of could guess what the blemish might have been when I opened it. But when I got it, it was perfectly in tune. Intonation, perfect. I have this guitar tuned to drop A right now. It's a 26.5-inch scale length, so you can definitely tune it down some. It has a mahogany body, a through neck. It's a 3-piece maple neck. It has an ultra-thin C shape. And I have to say, this is probably the thinnest neck on a guitar that I have. My Ibanez 7-string is pretty similar. This may be thinner. The body on this is definitely thinner. This is one of the lightest guitars that I have. It has locking Schecter tuners on it. It has an Ernie Ball compensated nut. It has a compound fretboard radius of 305 millimeters to 406 millimeters. It has a hip shot bridge on it, and it's weird because the bridge is recessed a little bit into the body of the guitar instead of being mounted like directly to it, which is kind of strange. It has Fishman Fluence pickups. These are Keith Merrow signature pickups designed specifically for this model of his signature guitar. They sound pretty good. The only gripe I have with these is that it's a single voicing and there's no coil split or anything like most Fishmans. This is a single voicing Fishman open coil design. It does look pretty cool. It sounds great in this guitar, but they were designed for this guitar, so I would hope they sound great. We got a 3-way selector switch. It's a white body. It's got a black binding. Whacked it on the desk there. You got a battery cavity, string through body. The neck is painted, but it is a matte finish, so it's extremely easy to play on. Stainless steel frets. Locking tuners, Schecter branded locking tuners. I don't know if I said that yet. The truss rod adjustment is down. It's right behind. It's at the bottom of the neck, which is different than most guitars I have, but handy. Particularly on this guitar, the input is located right here, just below the strap button, and it makes it great when you want to run your cable over the top through your strap like this so you don't step on it. Perfect location. This guitar is extremely ergonomic. It's light. It has a bit of neck dive. Nothing too crazy, I would say. It's extremely easy to play. It sounds great. So I realized while I was editing this video that I did not mention that this guitar has luminlay side dots on it. You're not going to be able to see it in the video, but the side dots, if you don't know what luminlays are, they're glow in the dark. So the side dots glow in the dark so you can see them on stage. Very, very helpful for knowing where you are. Back to the video. It runs $14.50 online to get one of these. I paid like $1,200 for mine because it was a blemish. Is it worth $14.50? You got to be the judge of that. To me, I don't think this guitar is really worth $14.50. It's a really nice guitar, but I'd say $1,000 tops is really what this guitar is probably worth to me if I was going to buy again. Like I said, I paid a little bit more than that, but it's a blemished, so I didn't pay the $15, thank God. I had never owned a Schecter before I bought this guitar. I kind of bought it on a whim. I was actually at Guitar Center a local guitar center, and I walked in, and they had the 6-string version of this exact guitar, snowblind finish, maple fretboard. It was way up at the top. I couldn't see what it said on the headstock. I hadn't seen this shape headstock before. It's a little bit different than most Schecter headstocks, and I was like, what is that? And he was like, do you want to play it? And I was like, sure. So he pulled it down. I plugged it into the Paul Reed Smith little lunchbox amp, the Mark Tremonti signature amp, and it sounded fantastic. It played great. I was really impressed. And then a couple weeks later, I saw this one in the outlet section of Z Sounds or Zounds or whatever you want to call them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I got it. It's a great guitar. Don't get me wrong. It is a fantastic guitar. I love what Keith Merrow is doing. If I had to change anything on this guitar, I would put a Floyd on it. But that's what I say about every guitar, because I like Floyds. I like having a double locking tremolo. I like being able to do the squeals and make weird noises and shit. Otherwise, this is a fantastic guitar. It stays in tune really well. Easy to play. It sounds great. Highly recommend if you're a Schecter guy, or if you're looking for something shreddy that you can play in low tunings. It's a little bit longer scale. Very high quality instrument. Let's get into some sound demos of this guitar. See what it sounds like. First up, we're going to do a heavy tone on my Conqueror preset in my Mesa Boogie Mark II C+ suite from Neural DSP. Easy setup, only one volume, no tone, so this is what it sounds like. We're on the bridge position. Let's switch it over to the neck position. It's pretty good for shreddy stuff. Really fast guitar. We're going to switch it over to the bluesy. Sounds pretty good, right? This is, you know, for being a metal guitar, this is pretty well rounded in the sound. Sounds pretty good. I would be comfortable using this guitar in almost any setting. It's got kind of a classy look while still being a metal look. We'll switch it over to the clean and see what the clean sounds like. We're on the bridge pickup right now. Sounds pretty good. We roll off the volume a little bit, cleans up a little bit. Switch it over to the neck pickup. I would be very comfortable using this in any setting. It is a fantastic sounding guitar. It's not my favorite. Which, you know, for the price, it's kind of disappointing. I want to like this guitar more than I do just because it's so expensive. But like I always say, price doesn't really mean anything in guitars, because I've played expensive guitars like this that are not great, and I've played cheap guitars that are fantastic. I think it comes down to the setup. I have not had this professionally set up. I've done kind of a basic setup to it, and it plays pretty good. It's a nice guitar. I think I could have got a better guitar for less money if I would have bought one of my alternative picks. I was looking at a ESP, or an LTD rather, and I was looking at an Ibanez, but I wanted a neck through, so that kind of canceled out the Ibanez. And then the LTD was a 25.5-inch scale, and I already have one of those, and I wanted something a little longer. So I went with this because of the 26.5-inch scale and the maple fretboard and the Fishman pickups. I thought that was a pretty good combination of things that I didn't already have in a 7-string. So this is the one I went with. And it's pretty good. It is a really good guitar. I do really like this guitar. I don't want to make it sound like, I feel like I probably made it sound like I don't really like this guitar and I'm disappointed with the purchase. I'm not, but I do think it could be better for the money. This is a $1,500 guitar, and it doesn't feel $1,500 good to me. It feels about $1,000 good, or maybe the $1,200 that I paid for it. But yeah, if you want to pick one of these up, I'm going to have a affiliate link in the description. If you buy a guitar from that link, it helps me out. It helps me make more of these videos. It helps me buy more gear. As you might notice, I'm wearing a different Blacked Out Clothing Co. t-shirt in this one. We got another tie-dye here. If you want to pick this up or peruse the website and see if there's something else you might like. If this is too colorful for you, we got black shirts. If you'd rather have a hoodie, we got those too. We got hats, whatever you need. Click the link in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Click that little bell notification so you know what's going on over here. As always, I'm Kenneth Kill, and it's been wonderful. See you next time.